that are not experienced in this gameplay and what happens when they go wrong ways and wrong directions. Now, this is just one example of bad teams and what you need to do to adjust their level of approach. Now, even though there's some players who are not experienced yet in this game, you have to, as an experienced player, give them an opportunity to adjust to an easier shot or win in this game. Here's an example. Okay, so here's an example. I'm going to pause this real quick. The attempt I had here is as a medium and pretty much only as a medium. A tank that has a quick reload and better movement than the rest of your team is what you really need to do. I just want to show you real quick. So as you can see, there's a gorilla back there, and he made that first shot, and that's pretty much what he was hoping for. Many players on this map with that type of gun will do that. They'll sit back and hope that what I just did spot for him, and then he made that HE shot, which is heat penning that AMX and causing damage. The rest of the team is kind of in the same position. They've decided to go right, and if you're any kind of player, you cannot be selfish and play just to cause damage yourself, or even take out tanks just because you feel that that is something you got to do. Eliminate. But you can't do that by yourself. And since these games have become pretty awful in regards to players that haven't gotten the experience of how to play the game and how to approach the map, you really can't blame them, because we were all at one point noobs. So what is happening here, you notice, is what I call a duck shoot. The entire team is trying to cross across the left field there, or right field, and you are doing what? You're causing damage and continuously spotting, giving the friendly team an option to always have the opportunity to shoot someone. So as an experienced player, continue spotting the whole game. The whole game, continue spotting the enemy. You don't even have to engage. At this point, I do engage and spot at the same time, making sure that the enemy team is available for damage at all times. And let's continue this. So what is happening here is I'm spotting as they cross, I'm shooting as they cross, and I'm making sure they're always available. Always. Even bad players on your team are gonna be able to make shots. If they don't make one, they'll make the second one, but you can definitely help out by spotting the enemy team at all times. Yes, I'm aware of this AMX 30, but I'm not too worried about him because he's not going to be able to make that shot on me. And the other enemy team is also bad, but you don't have to make your team suffer because the other team is bad as well. So what I'm doing is I'm just spotting, but look, the rest of my team isn't spotted, and they're just freely making shots. They're freely hitting and making. Did you see that? That T-54 had no idea what just happened. He thinks that I'm the only one here and they want to get rid of me. But they can't. Here's the AMX making a mistake. He thinks, oh, maybe he is an experienced player. He thinks I have no gun depression. But I'll make gun depression as an experienced player. I'll adjust to the hill, like so, and put a shot in him with an APCR. So what you really have to do is give that upper hand by spotting enemy teams all the time, constantly. Just keep spotting them non-stop. Don't stop, just keep doing it. See, AMX, big mistake. Another knob. He should have never even approached this area. And I'm continuously spotting. I'm still spotting. I got the 183 spotting, I got the AMX spotting, I had the whole roll of a duck shoot spotted, and this is pretty much a win. Now I don't really have to stress about it too much. And I advise that you do this for your team as much as you can from every map, every corner. And look at that. 7 kills, no problem. And I'm just gonna take the time and show you the difference between my team and the enemy team. It's not a big difference. Similar win rates, similar players. It's really not that different. But if you give them an opportunity and use this awful matchup to your advantage, you really can make a win. You can make a win, especially if you play in a platoon with 2 good players. You could do some serious damage. So here's the grill. He's at 53%, 1400 damage. That's actually pretty good. And we have on their team 1300 average damage, but 46% win rate. The WZ111, 46%. The AMX that we had earlier challenging me, he's at 53%. The hammer, 46%, 1200, 1300 damage. AMX over here, 50B, 48%. We have, this guy's really bad. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I don't even want to discuss this guy. And the final guy, D30, which is at 47%. He's got 9,000 games, 1400 damage almost. And then my team, which is me, I'm not even going to discuss that. There's a WZ, he's at 51%. I know this clan, pretty good clan, I'm not gonna lie. And we got Jagged Tiger, which is at 47%. We got the T5481, which is at 45%. That's really bad. And M103, which is at 41. Really evened out because we have 4 players in there that are just awful on my team, and then there's maybe 5 players on the other team that are awful, or 4. They've done 5-0. But look at that. The AMX, the hammer, the AMX 50B, the T54, and the T30. They did 0. And why they did 0? They didn't do their job. And even when they did think they can do their job, they didn't have a spotter on the rest of my team. They did not have, and that AMX never spotted. He never went up, took a chance, took a hit, and said, hey, I gotta spot that team across so my team can do some damage. He didn't think about that. So you as a proper player, you should be able to do this. Spot the entire team. Don't just spot 1 or 2 here and there. Try to spot tanks that are crucial to the win. Find out where they are, spot them, and let your team know, hey, they're over here. This is where they are. It kind of gives an idea to even a worse player where to go and what to do, and maybe even take a shot. So yeah, this is what I wanted to explain. This works. It helps me a lot. Yes, sometimes you're going to lose, but in this case, you're going to win more often than lose. So use this tactic as a medium player. You don't have to be the fastest tank in the game. As long as your tank can haul ass a little bit and you can do some spotting, continue doing that. You don't have to cause damage. Continue spotting. When you get a chance, take some shots, eliminate tanks, but continue spotting the entire enemy team if you can't. And if you can't do all 7, at least 5. Do at least 5. Alright, well, that's all I'm going to do right now. I hope you guys try this out and let me know if it works for you. I really like just to hear from you and just to kind of figure out if this is working for you guys as well as it's working for me. All right, have a good one. Take it easy.